So I'm from WhatCulture here with the one and only Brian Cage. How you doing, my friend?
Good. Just got a good lift in. Came here a little early, which is rare for me to be anywhere early. And waiting
You're
for
just that excited, right?
Yeah. Well, that was when my ride got here, so kind of wasn't my choice in the matter.
How do you feel about this weekend in general? Because I think a lot of guys who have come here are, they had amazing careers, but this to a lot of them is like a huge step up, or at least feels like a seminal moment in wrestling. Do you kind of feel the same?
Oh, for sure. It's a huge historic moment. I mean, for just all that it stands for and that it is. I mean, if we look at this convention we have, this is basically, WrestleCon. It's like WrestleMania weekend, but what's awesome is there is no WrestleMania. There is no WWE involvement. There's nobody leeching off of it. This is just purely an independent promotion running it, and it's phenomenal. I think it's already been successful with the huge ticket sales immediately, but everything else that's going into this weekend, obviously wherever the pay-per-view buys will be, is going to be something that everyone's going to have eyes on. I think everyone from here to the big leagues, up in New York, I think are all hoping and wanting this to do well.
I think so, because it's good for everybody, right?
Of course.
Competition is good for everybody else. Also, it gives the guys and the girls somewhere to work, and it gets more eyes on you as well. And I would say this year, and please feel free to disagree with me, you feel like you've kind of stepped up to another level. I think more people are finding out who Brian Cage is. I feel like you've got some real momentum at the moment.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Lucha Underground's always been a fun place to work, and the indies just keep getting hotter and hotter all over the world, which I've been doing more and more of. And then obviously my jumping ship over onto Impact, and Impact becoming cool again has definitely helped propel that tremendously. So I'm not going to argue with you whatsoever on that.
But can you feel like the shift with Impact as well? Because obviously we all know the problems, blah, we've done that. We didn't talk about it again. But now obviously they're trying to reinvent themselves. They've got new ownership, new leaders, new creative, new guys. Do you feel like it's bucking the trend and it's kind of finding back where it used to be?
Oh, for sure. I think it's finally, because for a while there, it wasn't cool to be an Impact Wrestling fan or an Impact wrestler.
I think that's fair, right? Yeah.
And now it's becoming cool again. I mean, Slammiversary, I think, has gotten maybe the most positive reviews out of like any domestic pay-per-view by far, and even all the Impact haters watched it and were like, holy shit, that was good. That was an entertaining show. So I think that was really a pinnacle point, and it's only going to get better and better from here on out. And I mean, the show last night, the on TV, was amazing, and it's just good wrestling again.
I think there's loads of it as well. Now I want to ask you a bit of a personal question, moving away from wrestling a little bit.
Sure.
I've been into lifting weights for a while. You have the most ridiculous physique I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm just going to say it. I don't even care. How do you maintain that? Well, I know a wrestler's lifestyle, right? Because we're all fans and we know. I mean, what on earth? You must just do that 24/7, man.
It is what it is, man. Like, I got off my plane. I went straight to the gym for a couple hours. Then I did an interview last night. I went and did a high spots deal with Ethan Page. We're actually up till 5 in the morning. I got up at 10, right back to the gym.
Damn right you did.
And then went 8, and I came here early. So I mean, that's just what it is, man. It's just constant grind.
How'd you get all your food in as well? Because I struggle with that when I come on these trips. I
bring this bad boy with me everywhere. This is my Munir. This comes with me everywhere.
Yeah.
So I prep as much food as possible, without it going bad. My fridge is still stocked. I usually can get a few days or so planned ahead, and then I'll do some homework and kind of strategize, where I can get food, if I get food sent to my hotel from a meal prep service, if I can make food on the run, like however I have to do it, or if I just got to live off of protein shakes and peanut butter.
Yeah.
But I get it done. So.
I love it, man. I find that inspiring. I really do. Also, this is just for me now. I know they're watching. It's just for me. What's your training split? What are you doing at the moment? How are you breaking up your week weight-wise?
So normally everything what I do is each individual body part. So it's not necessarily this order, but like chest, arms, back, shoulders.
Split kind of thing, yeah.
But I'll split hamstrings and quads. Unfortunately, though, since like mid-April, actually right after the April pay-per-view, I haven't done really much leg training because I jacked up my leg, and that drives me, come on, from another body guy, drives me nuts that I can't like fully train to what I want to do. I can't stand it. But I usually do a 6-day-a-week training split. Sometimes I won't take a day off, but I get it in week in and week out.
How do you balance it with wrestling? I guess you just don't do any cardio. Wrestling's your cardio,
right? No, I still do cardio.
Of course you do.
If I'm hurting, that's what will change. Like how much weight I'm lifting or the style of training I'm doing may change on like how much sleep I got or how beat up I feel. I'll still train no matter what. And then I'll do cardio. I usually do anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes on average each time I'm in the gym on the Stairmaster.
Wow,
so.
man, I respect the hell out of that, man. I think it's badass.
Man, come on. I know I'm in good shape, but muscle blows up faster than fat. People don't realize that.
It's true, man. You need more oxygen to get to the muscles.
So I'm like almost 270. If I don't do cardio, I'm huffing and puffing. So
did you have to like manage that for a while then, as you got like bigger?
Yeah. I remember like when I first got to 240, I'm like, oh my god, and then I was like, I can do this no problem. Then I got a little more weight. Then I'm like, oh my god, and then you gradually balance it. And I maintain this weight and size pretty much year round now, so I'm more adapt to it now. But
what about flexibility and stuff like that? Because I think most guys that go to the gym struggle with aches and pains. And obviously, you're doing wrestling as well. That's got to put an extra load on top of it.
Oh, for sure. Actually, that's another thing I'm actually mad about because my hammy, because I can't do a lot of stretches. Because I'm keen on stretching to try to keep that flexibility. Because I still want to be an overall athlete. Like I say, I'm a wrestler that happens to bodybuild. I'm not a bodybuilder trying to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
So I want the overall athletic performance. And I can tell I'm a lot tighter than I usually am. But the whole thing of being flexible and stretching, take care of your body is also how I adapt to being able to do a lot of the stuff that people don't expect me to be able to do in the ring.
It's amazing, right?
So,
would you ever do bodybuilding as well? Say a few years' time, you've done wrestling, like, I'm going to do something now. You've probably done it before, I imagine.
I've actually won 4 overalls.
I was going to say that. So of course it's no competition. What am I talking about?
And people go, you've wrestled and compete at the same time? Like, yeah, every show I've done, I've actually competed and prepped for it the whole time.
Both
on the road.
You're crazy.
I wrestled up to the Sunday before the show, and then every Sunday after the Saturday show, I've gotten up, I've done my hour of cardio, I've done legs. You take legs off for the last 2 weeks. And then I'll go drive or fly and do a show every day after the wrestling shows. Or bodybuilding.
Cage is a hero, dude.
No,
Absolute
I'm
pleasure.
actually...
He's a fucking machine. They'll bleep it. They'll bleep it. It's fine. Dude, thanks so much. And good luck with the weekend and everything you got coming up, man.
Yeah,
Thank you very
so
much.